Welcome to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next half. Welcome, Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Solrak the Destroyer ready to slash and bash another Sunday night with my epic wrecking crew of destroyers. You got Fang the Mag running from the law. You got Wilmore Chaddington caffeinated and ready to roll. And of course, the greatest goddamn D&D yet in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Thank you, Solrak Destroyer, and yes, welcome everyone to tonight's lovely Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Happy to be back at it with you all, and man oh man do we have a game ahead of us tonight. Man, without wasting any more time, do one of you guys, might be needed, want to give a recap so that you can gain some inspiration for this evening?
I can take it.
You can take it? Alright, let's do it, Solrak. Love it.
Alright, so last week here, I guess a minute ago here. in game time.
In game time.
Just
so
now.
we finally ended up getting around to collecting all the skulls and everything, but this goddamn evil witch sister showed up to spoil our good time. Wasn't cool. Trying to steal our shit. And they took one of the skulls and they disappeared. But, we were able to figure out, because we're the wrecking crew, that they were just in another plane. So we went back in there to get our shit back. They were like sitting there like laughing, like, ha ha, these idiots. And we killed them. It was awesome here. And then on, let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, we ended up opening the door. And once it opened up, it's this like gross floating baby thing connected to this like crystal thing with like a bunch of like floating souls roaming around in there. Yeah. And a bunch of tentacles whipping around. And naturally, gonna kill it all. So Fang was able to use some blast thing to hit it. Actually did a lot of damage. Look over at Fang. It was like, good job, dude. And Chaddington looks pretty frightened. But I hope he's useful. Other than that, we are.
Love it. Love it, love it. Go ahead and give yourself that much needed inspiration for this time.
You could totally tell by all the details that he is the smartest one in the group.
Absolutely.
You could totally tell. It was vivid.
Wait, excuse me, I'll just take my inspiration.
It was like it was there. It's so vivid.
Apparently, inspiration.
It is inspirational.
You're breaking up. It's kind of hard to hear you, Luke.
I feel like we should all get inspiration because that's how great of a recap that was.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. All right, but in addition to that, as Solrak mentioned, as you guys all walk into this room, you guys see this monstrous, bloated fetus-like creature suspended in nightmarish limbo between life and death, just floating above this pit of lava. It's unnaturally large, and its withered grayish flesh stretched tightly over its emaciated form. It's got these bulging eyes devoid of any spark of life, and they glow with an eerie, sickly green light. You can see jagged, bone-like protrusions jut out from its body at irregular intervals, adding to its nightmarish visage. And the creature's features
That's what I said.
The creature's features are distorted and mutated, and reflecting its twisted nature. Its tiny, malformed limbs hang limply, unable to support its own weight, while its oversized, gaping maw reveals a row of sharp teeth, needle-like and grotesque for its face. It emits, as you guys begin to walk in, this aura of cold, just emanating all around it. And this air just chills, causing, looks like you can see bits of like decay around the stone on the edges. This thing just floats ominously in the air, tethered to this massive crystal with an umbilical cord, and its existence sustained by the dark energies that flow through it. You see wisp of ethereal shadows just swirl around its form and inside that crystal, as if the very essence of death clings to its wretched body. And this sight of this being, it fills you all with an overwhelming sense of unease and dread, as its presence is a haunting reminder of the inevitability of death and the horrors that lurk in the darkest corners of the world. And as you mentioned, Sorak Fang, not wasting any bit of time, uses his relic from Lathander. It creates this radiant flame that creates this pillar of light just shining down on him and burning his flesh, and he wails out this death moan. And as he does, you all feel it kind of take to your core and kind of cripple you a bit as you all gain this level of exhaustion as you guys did at the end of the last game. And with that, Wilmore, you are ready to react. You see around you in some of these niches, skeletal corpses kind of lying and strewn within them. And of course, as I mentioned, this crystal in the center is being held up by 3 adamantine struts, and the creature itself connected to the crystal with an umbilical cord, with tentacles kind of writhing out from the crystal as well.
Right. Is everybody where they want to be before we start?
You're muted, Fang.
He's muted.
Mom's asking about my night.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna go.
I mean, I'd make sure you're within like your walking distance of where you want to end your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, Fang,
Same thing for
go
you,
ahead and move
Fang.
yourself wherever you want to. If that's fine there, then...
Yeah, I'm joining the VTT now.
Oh, okay. Give him a second.
Alright, Wilmer, you can go ahead and start, then I'll let Fang go ahead and do his thing and whenever he needs to.
All right. And the tentacles are coming from the thing in the
crystal.
middle, not the baby, right? Okay.
Correct. And the giant atripole, this fetus-like creature, it also has this like kind of black viscous liquid pouring out of its top of its head.
All right. So I'm gonna zip zap zoop on my trusty broom, and I'm gonna go right on over to here, but I'm gonna kind of like swoop down so there's no opportunity attacks from the giant tentacles. Are these like pillars?
Those are the struts that are connecting to the crystal in the center.
Are they like
Made of
tall?
adamantium. So
That's
there's
like what
no-
if you click on the picture that I sent in the game log, you can see like these walkway like struts that are connected to the crystal.
I know. I'm talking specifically this circle here. Is it like?
Yeah, it's just like
Is it
what's
like a thing?
being held into like this
Yeah.
the floor here.
Can I use it for cover?
Uh
Is it like come up some?
I don't think it's that tall.
Okay. Even though I am only 3 feet tall, so technically it was like a foot. But okay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna make sure that I'm close enough to these things. So we'll go more like here. That's 40 feet. I'm going to ready polymorph and basically the first person that gets hit by something, I'm gonna shout out a polymorph before they get hit, so they can kind of tank the damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then does my passive perception grant me anything for these little things around here?
Go ahead and make like another like investigation roll.
With disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that's because I'm also whatchamacallit. 13.
Cool. 13, yeah, you see that these are all different kinds of like vases and jars and vessels of all sorts of color and stone and different types of metals. All of them seem to have engraved different kinds of arcane glyphs and writings, but that's about what you can make out from it all. They definitely seem to have some sort of innate arcane nature to them.
Okay. All right, that's gonna be, and then yeah, I'm 30 feet from Soul Rack, so I'm gonna fucking take this thing, buddy. And that's gonna be Bardic Inspiration.
Awesome. All right.
That's right.
Anything else for you?
That's everything.
Alright, as Wilmore flies on over here, the creature floating in air kind of turns its body, shifting around, and it lets out another one of these groans. Just groans out into the air and reverberates the chamber. I need everyone to make another Constitution saving throw. If you did not eat any of the food, then you have disadvantage.
Back. I have to eat that food. 16.
Is that not show for me?
It doesn't physically roll anymore, right? Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh, fuck, it's 7.
Fang, you do. Okay, there you go.
Ah,
Yes, you guys feel as he kind of just lets out this deathly groan, and you guys all feel kind of this chill come over your body, and once again, come down to your knees as you take another level of exhaustion.
Wait, Bardic Inspiration would give me a D8, right?
D10, I believe.
D10.
Actually, I am going to use my regular inspiration.
No,
Okay.
I'll use my Bardic.
What did that get me?
An 11.
Fuck that. I know
11.
that's not good enough, right?
That
A
is not
9,
good
yeah.
enough.
16 plus 9. 23. No.
25.
So let's
You succeed,
25.
Silrak,
God, stupid.
then, as the rest of them, you feel just, Wilmore shouting this out to you. You know that you got to hold yourself up from these wails that this creature is giving out, and Wilmore and Fang, you both take another level of exhaustion, putting you at 2 levels of exhaustion currently.
Does that count for my broom?
Yes, it's your speed in general. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, so like even my broom speed's cut in half.
Your speed in
Okay.
general is cut in half. Yep.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So, that will bring us to Fang now.
Okay. What do I see over here?
What Wilmore is seeing, you see from where you're standing, just a bunch of like vessels and jars and stuff, vases and all sorts of containers.
Do they seem like they hold any sort of value from where I am?
If you want to spend your turn right now investigating that, you can.
Nah. I turn back to the creature as I kind of back away from it over here. How far am I right now?
First, though, as you start your turn, as I mentioned, you feel this chilling sensation in the air and kind of just emanating around him in the center here. And you do take, let's see. Ooh, pretty low. You take just 5 points of necrotic damage that's already halved for you.
For my resistance?
Yes,
Okay. And is he considered undead?
he is.
Aha. So my my helm would have been going off right now. So he is going to take 4 damage from my helm kind of blinding him.
And it's
with-
radiant damage, right?
Correct.
And you watch as that just kind of sears into his flesh, the reflection of the light off your helm, and definitely seems to hurt him.
Okay. Give me 1 sec, because now that I know he's undead. All right. I'm gonna try something here. All right. I pull out my my prayer wheel, and I'm just kind of holding it up. And out from it, this kind of beam of light just kind of shines out. And that is going to be Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. So he's got to take, make a con saving throw, DC 17, or take 2d10 radiant damage.
Okay, can you go ahead and just send that to the log?
Yep, just did.
Okay. So con save. That's a
And it
29.
dispels any magical dark. 29.
That's a 29.
All right. Well, he'll take half damage, and it dispels any magical darkness within 30 feet as well, and
Okay.
any hostile creature. But okay, I'll go ahead and roll 2d10 plus 2. So he'll take 6 damage, 6 radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as he seems to be able to avoid the main point of the spell, but still the radiance burns into its flesh, and he screams out again as you burn him deeply with that still. Kind of as you burn into him, you watch as the umbilical cord connected and tethered to the crystal in the center seems to kind of like pump a little bit, and that's that for that. Solrak, anything for you, or anything else for you, Fang?
Is it pumping towards him or away from him?
It seems like it was pumping towards him.
That is my turn.
Solrak.
Can. Excuse me. So I'm gonna take the rope out from my bag, and I'm gonna tie some around my waist first, and then I'm gonna tie rest around this right here. I have about 50 feet. So then in case I fall off my attack, I can at least pull myself up.
Tying the rope would be an action.
That's cool.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make a strength check for that. Actually, you're fine. You're like giant strength shit right now. That's cool.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
all
got a
tied
rope
up,
tied
I'm
around you, a rope tied around the strut or the base that's holding the strut in, and what's Solrak do from there?
Well, from then on, I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna stay put right now. I want to run in because I don't have any attacks available, and I don't want to use my rage because I will use it. So I'll stay put right now.
That is fair. So it's a 50-foot rope, right? Say that you probably use 10 foot around the thing and 10 feet around you, or 5 feet and 5 feet. What would you say?
I would use 10 feet around the strut for sure, so it's nice and tight, and actually 10 feet around me as well, just to make sure I'm definitely nice and tight.
So there's 30 foot of tether there, essentially.
Exactly.
Okay, just want to know how far you can extend out and whatnot. All right.
Yeah, definitely. And up to the middle is 25, so I should be perfect to get right to him.
Okay. Love it. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Okay, the creature up now. You guys see the umbilical cord kind of pumping into his body, almost like breathing and pulsing. And inside the crystal is swirling around. You see all these faces of dread, all these souls that had been succumbed to this crystal and Narvi's plans to feed into this creature, to feed it into creating this new god of death. And you guys see maybe some familiar faces swirl around within there as well. Some faces of some of the red brands that you guys fought in Phandalin when you guys first met each other and were going out to the red brand hideout, and all sorts of different beings that had been kind of part of the dominoes in Narvi's plan. And with that, if it's pumping into him, and you guys feel this ethereal portal just start to open up in between Fang and Solrak, and it begins to emanate this ominous aura. From within emerges a spectral figure, this black wraith, its translucent form just flickering with malevolent energy. It stands about 6 feet tall, draped in tattered ethereal robes that billow in a ghostly breeze. Its eyes burn with an unholy piercing glow as it hovers above the ground, and wisps of darkness and cold energy trail from its outstretched skeletal fingers. The air grows colder and shadows deepen, and a scent of decay permeates the surroundings, signaling the arrival of a vengeful spirit from beyond. Add him to the combat tracker. And that will bring us to Wilmore.
All right. guess I'll finally eat my honey bun. Or actually, yeah, I'll finally eat my little honey bun. Just succumbing to the hunger a little bit.
There we go.
And
so
then...
go ahead and as you eat that, Wilmore, go ahead and roll me. Sorry, let me just find my sheet. Roll me.
It's never that simple.
No.
Roll me 2d10, please.
And Nate, I just realized I was on mute, but Big Dog takes 5 radiant damage in the center.
At the start
the
of his
helm.
turn, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So then we'll just count the first time that he got that damage then, because that's all he should have gotten then.
Yeah, but wouldn't
6.
he have taken damage when I would have entered the room though, being within 30 feet?
You were not within 30 feet at the start of until you guys started combat.
Not right here. Like on the steps?
You guys were on the steps, which is not 30, which is a bit further than 30 feet. It's just outside of it.
It's 25 feet to him from where I'm standing.
Yeah. So 6, Wilmore, as you eat this iced cake, you feel that hunger finally subside. You no longer have disadvantage on your rolls, and you gain 6 temporary hit points.
Oh!
I finally like.
So,
the
Rack, you don't know
exhaustion
that,
just takes me and I eat
He looks better, right? I see that he looks. much
He's
better
not
than
like,
that.
I would say, yeah, he's not like kind of grabbing his stomach anymore and keeled over as much, and definitely is like at full attention again, as that hunger is not driving him to his knees anymore. Son of a bitch. Wilmore, that was a bonus action.
That was a bonus action. I could see the umbilical cord. Is it like a big hunk or?
Yeah, it's like a black cord just connecting it from his belly into like the crystal.
I'm gonna. So I'm gonna like move around these kind of things, and I mean, I'm hoping since I'm so close, it's not an action, just to again continue to glance at them with all my passives, and then I'm gonna try to blast the umbilical cord.
I'd say with your perception, you're really not be able to make out much more than you already have. You'd have to make a investigative arcana check to really determine more from him. That would be an action to do so. So you can decide if you want to do that or not, or you can just blast.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look at him then.
Okay, make an arcana check.
With advantage, because that's what I got.
You
God
have
damn it.
flat rolls on checks
6.
right now.
Well, it
though,
doesn't
because
matter.
Because
It's
of the
a 4,
exhaustion.
so
Yeah.
yeah, with the 6.
So yeah, no, you're not really sure what these are, to be honest. It's really not really ringing much out to you, unfortunately.
All right.
Fang, you were up.
All right. I reach up to the top of my helm and reach for the diamonds and just kind of wiggle it out and start to kind of crumble it in my hand as much as I can. And as doing so, I throw it towards the big dog in the center there, and with doing so, I cast Prismatic Spray.
Okay. So put that AoE out because it is a cone, and whoever's in that area will be affected by it. So make sure Wilmore doesn't get hit by it too. Solrak doesn't get hit by it.
Keep your cone away from me.
It's a hold on, let me see. It's a 30-foot cone, I believe.
It's 30.
I think it's a 60-foot cone.
60 foot.
That's why
Yeah, I
worried
suggest you
about
don't
that.
do that.
All right. Before I do that, I'll shit. I was reading something else though. I'm gonna move. Come on now.
Yeah, I guess you could aim it so you just hit him in like the portal. Yeah.
I'm gonna move right there. AoE 60 cone. Oh yeah, she's pretty. And for both of those undead beings. They have to make a dex saving throw, 18.
Turn it a little bit more so it doesn't hit me.
Yeah, the other way, other
Why
way,
don't we just sort that out a little bit more?
other way, other way.
It's all
Why
right.
you have it aimed like that if I'm looking kind of straight out?
'Cause that is straight out. That you're looking right at the guy, and hey, it's your spell. You set it up.
I have it set
triangle
up.
to fit within the thing.
There we
Yeah.
go.
He's just
Yeah.
staring into the darkness.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. Alright, so they gotta make a dex saving throw, DC 18. I just sent
Alright.
it to the
I
game
need to go
log.
outside. I'll get yelled at.
First, I'm gonna do 1, 2, so I gotta roll D8 first.
Rolled a -2 on one of those.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's not dexterous.
There
I
we go.
got it.
Yeah, so the Wraith succeeds. Homeboy does not. But go ahead and roll your. Alright, so it's an 8 is what you rolled?
Yep. I rolled. He gets struck by 2 rays, so I rolled an 8. So I gotta roll 2 more 8s.
Oh yeah, go and roll 2 d8s.
4 and 6. Ah, yes. All right. So wait. So who? Wait, I'm sorry. Which one failed?
Just the big guy.
Oh, big guy failed. All right. Hell yeah. So he's gonna take. So when I rolled 2 8s, does that mean? All right. Hold on. I'll just do this real quick, and then you tell me how this works. Because I was able to roll 2 rays. So does that mean half of that's gonna be 1, 2, 3 poison damage, and the other half means that he is restrained?
Yeah, that's what it gets. It gets both of the you could get both of the rays.
So he takes 63 damage and he's restrained. 63
Is it
poison damage. Yep, and he's restrained.
Okay. Yeah, as you spray out this poison, the Wraith dodges out of the way of it quickly, but you seem to get the full blast all over this creature in the center here, who it completely covers him, but it doesn't seem to burn his flesh as much as you would hope. But regardless, he is restrained in this position as it seems to get into his flesh and kind of hold him still there for the time being.
And the Wraith takes half damage, so 31. 31.
And it does not
Poison.
seem to affect the Wraith at all.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
at all. As you spray this out, one of the tentacles, they're all kind of writhing in the air and wiggling about. One of them whips out towards you, and does a 19 hit?
Just misses.
Okay, just
Damn,
misses
they
you.
hit him that far? Jesus.
Yep. And anything else for you, Fang?
And then I move back.
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
You are within 5 feet of the Wraith, so if you move anywhere, then out of his
No, he's
range-
not.
Oh, that's right. You're fucking shit. I always
No,
forget
you're
that you got
shit, Wraith.
that. All right. Anything else for you?
Remember, because all those skeletons are going to pop up.
That's it. That is my turn, and I will mark that I used a diamond.
Yes. Thank you. All right. As you kind of skedaddle out of there, and he sees you do this impressive spell to stun his death god, this Wraith comes towards you. Actually, I'm sorry. Ba-ba-bum. You would have actually taken, and Wilmore too. I'm sorry, I forgot to do this. Fang, you would have taken 6 damage at the start of your turn. That's already had, and Wilmore, you would have taken 14 necrotic damage at the start of your turn.
And the Wraith
Which is
takes
half.
2 damage.
Um,
I drank my thing.
Oh, that's
but-
Two
right.
radiant damage. I'm sorry, you said 6 damage, Nate?
yeah. Okay, the Wraith comes on over to you, extending its skeletal claws towards you, and you feel your life starting to be pulled from you, but you avoid that as it does not seem to be able to go through. Sorak, you are up.
All right. So I see the Fang got himself under control over there. So I just turn my attention over to the big guy and tentacles. But you know, as they say, folks, first things first. It's rage time here! So I'm gonna rage like a motherfucker.
Let's do it.
I've been saving this last one just for the right time. Yes. Okay. And then I'm gonna come rushing in with my Dawnbringer and my demon sword in hand, and I'm gonna run. Oh, ooh, I'm in draw mode. Sorry.
I'll erase that.
shit.
Don't worry.
That's cool though. Run on in. Bam, bam.
So
And
Red
I'm
pulls
gonna-
out his triangle.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a swing at this tentacle right here.
At the tentacle. All right, go for it.
Now, are the tentacles considered undead since they're part of the thing?
The tentacles are connected to the crystal structure, and they are not considered undead. It's considered construct because of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Technically,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take a.
Well, I haven't heard this music before.
This is pretty epic.
That
shit.
update.
Yeah, right? Actually, I think it did get an update. That can't be right.
Well, plus 18.
Oh, with
Remember.
disadvantage, that's right.
Yeah.
So what's that, 26? Yeah, that hits, of course.
Okay. Now that is plus 5, plus 3 from my
Ooh,
dealing,
nice.
and plus 2 with my rage.
Oh,
So
yeah.
19 damage.
One big slash, and you carve right into the edge of this tentacle, and you see it severs and starts to split. Not all the way through, but you definitely see it's possible.
Okay, I'm gonna swing again. Come on, baby boy. Nice. That is 29.
And that'll hit.
Yeah, baby.
That should have had us update the beta, but it's all good.
17 damage.
17 damage on that one. And with that, Sorak carves right through that tentacle all the way through. As you guys watch, it splits and starts wiggling and writhing in the air, splashing all about until it falls down into the lava. You hear and see the steam rise up as it slowly sinks down into the magma.
Sweet. I'm gonna move over to the next one over here and take a big old swing at it.
Go for it. Yep, go for it.
Okay. Plus 18, 23.
23 will hit.
Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, 23 damage.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna swing now with Demon Sword.
Go for it.
Oh baby, extra disadvantage. Oh, nice. Plus 13. So 28.
28. Yeah, with that, let's see. And how much damage?
Yeah, plus 5. 16 plus
So
5.
it goes running up that
21.
adamantine strut again, carving into this other tentacle, and once again, this slices it off as it flies into the lava. Sorak, from behind you, you're not expecting it, but whoosh, one of the tentacles comes up behind you and smacks, or tries to smack you. You must have been expecting it with your, your intuition as you dodge out of the way of that. Does not seem to connect with you. Anything else for you?
That is it. I'm gonna roar as I smash the second tentacle. I am fully enraged, and I'm gonna fuck his shit up.
Nice. At the start of your turn, you would have taken 9 damage. That's already it's not halved because it was before you raged. And as you slice into these tentacles, the H-Bull, the creature in the center, lets out one of those death moans again. It just screams out into the air, and you guys feel it shake you to your core. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus fucking Christ. Let's kill this thing, for God's sakes.
Come on, give me a good roll.
Everybody's got
Please.
disadvantage, right? That's a ability check, or that's a save.
It's a
That's
saving
flat
throw.
roll.
So if you have, it's a flat roll, unless you did not eat yet.
9.
9. All of you guys feel it just kind of shaking this chamber, and once again drives you to your knees. You have to hold on to your ears, and you can't help but feel like your life essence is being pulled from you slowly as you take a 3rd level of exhaustion. Except for Solrak, you take your 2nd, but yes. With that 3rd level of exhaustion, that means you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws. And Solrak, your speed is halved. As that happens, you see still continuously pumping through its umbilical cord, these souls just being fed into it, giving its life and strength to it, and it lets out another deathly cry as a portal rips open, and standing beside you, Wilmore, Black Wraith appears. And it is your turn.
The big baby's not moving, right? He's kind of stationary.
He's floating there, but he hasn't moved currently. Wilmer, you do at the start of your turn take 7 points of damage, halved to 3 points of damage.
All right. So I kind of scream out, the soul rack. Do something about the big baby, and I'm gonna fly over to here, and I guess that's an opportunity attack.
And he's gonna take one. Natural 20.
Jesus. We're gonna. No, I don't want to use my reaction here. Okay, let it happen.
Okay. You take 51 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to
Oh
make
my god.
Constitution
But that's
saving
half,
throw.
right?
Oh, it had for you, yes, 25 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. There you go, 22. Cool. You feel as your life essence is being pulled from you, but you fly out of there so quickly that it does not have the chance to do so.
Nice. And then I am going to ready a silence spell. The next time Big Baby tries to scream or do anything.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else for you?
I'm just gonna tell them to kill the fucking baby, or at least sever the umbilical cord.
All right. Fang, you were up then.
All right. I have this wraith in front of me, so I just do one of my spinning backhand kicks right across its fucking jowl.
It is
In an
undead,
attempt to
of
do
course.
so, I'm fucking exhausted. So I'm like, with all my might, I try and hit. Let's see.
That will hit.
Oh shit. Whoops. I'm sorry. I rolled like. Oh hell yeah. All right. So he'll take 15 damage plus 5 radiant damage.
Nice.
And real quick, that kick kind of gave me a little life, and in doing so, I feel this energy and focus within my body as I use one of my key points to use Step of the Wind to dash.
Okay.
And so what I do is I will dash. I will run along this wall here. So that's 30 feet, which is my first full movement, and then I start running along this pillar here.
Yep, the strut.
Yep. And same thing as the tentacles is like the umbilical cord, like, is that considered undead, or is that a construct from Big Baby?
It's nothing. It's really not a creature type. There's no creature type to
Okay,
it.
okay. Yeah, all right. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
So again, I got the big baby above me, and I just do another like roundhouse kick to it.
Okay.
27, 24.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah. 14 damage plus 1 radiant.
Nice.
And then bonus action. It's another kick. Oh, I don't know why that rolled like that. That was weird. 29 and 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then 11 damage plus 3 more radiant damage.
Awesome. Just
And
I can't remember. I'm just trying to double check real quick. But Step of the Wind isn't a bonus action, right? It is.
oh no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Forget that last damage then.
Sure. Yep. So I got that the first
Yep.
2.
And then I run back for like 15 more feet towards the vases.
Beautiful.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, this creature, this wraith, just kind of hovers and flies over this vaulted chamber into your direction, Fang. And as he does, he goes to scratch at you, and a 13 will not connect. As you just dodge out of the way of that, so nimbly bimbly as you do. This one goes over to Wilmore and tries to do the same thing. 22 to hit.
I can't use my reaction. I've already used it.
You haven't used it yet. You'll burn that spell already that you've cast, or
Yeah.
ready to cast. You just won't use that reaction.
The last one was a crit, right? That hit me for 50.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let it ride.
All right. This does just 9 points of damage on you, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Big money.
Yes.
8. Nice.
With that, Wilmore, you feel and you see a bit of your soul's essence being tethered to him and being pulled out of your body as he reaches out and grasps at you with his skeletal hands. And you feel a bit of your life essence being taken as 9, it was 9 that you took? Yeah, your hit point maximum is reduced by 9.
That should do it. Yep, there it is. Perfect.
Cool. That brings us to Solrak now.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty hungry. Let's see that Wilmore looks a little better. So only because of that, I'm going to go into my bag. Got that little piece of cake I got.
Nothing says boss battle like in the middle of it eating some iced cakes, right?
You know what? Just got.
I mean, it's so like Zelda, right? Like pause the game real quick. What would I have that I can eat? Like apples. Give me some steamed fruit.
I like stuff it in.
I 17 apples.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and roll 2d10, Solrak.
Okay.
As you stuff this ice cake down your gullet.
Oh yeah, 16.
16. Very nice. You get 16 temporary hit points as you eat this ice cake and feel quite better. Your stomach not entangles and hurting anymore. And yeah, you don't have disadvantage on everything now. You just have disadvantage on those ability checks currently. From the exhaustion. But yeah, go for it.
Okay, now I'm gonna move on over to the next tentacle. And I'm assuming, by the way, the umbilical cord is like...
You can't
right
really
here,
go
right?
across that from right there, because you'd have to make some sort of jump onto that strut from where you are. I'll move him. As you can see, there's quite some distance between the two. You can't just kind of walk across.
This circle thing that I'm standing on?
That's the
I would
giant
have to
crystal.
jump?
That's the giant crystal in the center. So
Oh,
yeah.
got it.
You're not on top
Basically,
of
you
it.
have to go in there.
I should like climb up it.
Yeah, you could climb up it if you wanted to.
I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, it's 20 feet high, so it would take you wouldn't be able to make it all the way to the top with your full movement, especially with you being half movement currently.
I'm tethered. Okay.
And that too, yeah, you only have so much feet from where you are currently.
Okay. Let me think.
One attack. I won't say anything.
I mean, I gotta attack something, or else I lose my rage. I don't want to punch myself.
If you climb up, could he have hit the big guy? Or
No,
no, it's too
his
far?
speed is halved right now, and the thing is, it's
Oh, yeah,
20,
so you can go,
it's
like,
20
15
feet
feet,
tall.
yeah.
So
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you can only go like 15 feet.
and climb speed is half of your walking, like it's double your walking speed.
Yeah, so you can only climb like 5 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Could he climb around 5 feet and just like sit on the side and swing with his little knife at the thing?
You could try to do something if you wanted to. You definitely have to make an athletics check or acrobatics check, rather, to maneuver yourself around it.
Well, at least I'm not in disadvantage with that, right? So.
Yeah,
would
you
be.
are. Yeah.
Oh shit! I would.
Ability checks. Yep.
Well, at least I am tethered, so okay, I will do that. I will actually do that. I'm gonna try.
Make sure you're athletic, because isn't athletic strength? Make sure it's calculating right on your sheet, because you've got like
No.
a plus like
Yeah, but
9
we'll be
strength,
doing
right?
acrobatics for this.
That's dex. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So okay, now me moving over there wouldn't take my action.
No, I'd
what I
let you
want.
just try to maneuver yourself around there using acrobatics.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
Exactly what I'm gonna do.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check with disadvantage as you try to grab onto like the crystal and try to find spots where you can shimmy yourself around it. With a 7.
Ooh, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, yeah, you do have inspiration. Go for it.
Okay. Now, would this be a flat roll or disadvantage?
Yeah, just go ahead and just roll one more time.
Fuck!
Go ahead and burn that inspiration as Silrak goes to try to shimmy himself around. Realizes that there isn't many places to grab a good holding onto this thing. It's a lot more slick than he anticipates as he goes and tries to get one grasp onto it and immediately slides down, falling down 30 feet, barely skating across the magma. You feel your hair singe as if you would have left any more rope to hang on this, you would be in the lava currently. As you slam into the back wall, though, taking whoops, not that many. 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
That actually would keep my rage going, right?
It would, yes.
Beautiful disaster.
You are hanging down 30 feet currently. With literally, you are inches from the lava. Inches.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. With that, actually, I'm sorry. As you started your turn in that space, you would also take 5 points of necrotic damage. That's already had because of your rage. I will take that damage back. And you guys see as the umbilical cord keeps on pumping and pumping, and the black ooze pouring from his head is getting longer and longer, more viscous, kind of swirling around. Lets out another one of these deathly wails into the air. And you see him; he's about to do so, and Wilmore creates this silence surrounding. Actually, he's restrained right now as well, so I will make his. It's at the end of the turn, Fang. He does the save.
Let me double check. Spells, prismatic spray. It must then make a con saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves 3 times, the spell ends.
Oh, 3 times.
If it fails its save 3 times, it permanently turns to stone and is subject to petrified condition.
Awesome.
It's a great spell.
So
Love that.
actually, so he didn't do it the first time, so he still has. So he should do it twice.
I haven't done it yet, but no. So what he's going to do currently, as you guys see, the umbilical cord keeps on pumping and pumping more energy into him. He tries to let out a scream. It does not become audible. So instead, he creates another spectral wraith right around you, Fang. And
That doesn't have a vocal component by chance, does it?
it does not. Nope.
But no, Nate, this is my second turn since Prismatic Spray, so it would have had to have at least made one con saving throw.
That's right. You're right.
So it has to make 2
Well,
regardless.
let me go ahead and make 3 then, right? Or
No,
it's
just
one?
2. Just 2. Just
Okay,
2.
so there's one save, and there's another save.
Okay, so it's got 2 saves so
Yes.
far, 2 successes.
Another wraith appears right by you, Fang. Bum bum bum. It lets out another. Actually, how big is that silence, Wilmore?
I'm not looking at that. 1 second.
It might affect you guys too.
Silence. 20 feet.
20 circle.
Yep.
Okay. Say it's right there. It's right there. All right. With that, I think that does it for him. So he just tries to scream. You guys see instantly. Wilmer creates this bubble of silence around him, and in a bit of fury, out of his head, where that black viscous ooze is pouring out, he creates another wraith that appears right next to Fang, and that wraith instantly takes action as he goes to try to swipe at him. A 14 to hit will not do it though, as that brings us to Wilmore.
And he will take 5 damage. 5 radiant damage.
Yes, he will.
Oh, let me see something here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. That might not have happened. It did not happen. He's not there. I forgot I needed to recharge that turn. Instead,
It was all.
to backpedal from that, it was all a dream. Instead, Sorak, as you're hanging on down there, actually, you would probably do this.
Rob the jewelry store, tell that real.
As you're down there, Sorak, you see as he has opened up his mouth. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He would do this to Wilmore because Wilmore cast this spell. He opens up his mouth towards you, Wilmore, and you feel this cold breath just exhuming from him in this large area, and he shoots it right towards you. Oh, wow. But does not seem to connect on you, as you feel this cold just kind of blast by you. You silencing him seems to have thrown him off his game slightly, and that brings us to you.
And I just go. And then. So. Solrak has half speed, and he's like pretty far, right?
He's 30 feet down, yeah. Yeah.
Help.
You guys all have half speed, but yeah.
Yeah. What's your regular speed, Carlos?
30 feet.
30 feet.
And I can 60 if I dash, obviously.
All right, so I just look at this little spectral beast and I just go, pace. And I am going to, how far is that? 40 feet. God damn it. Oh well. I'm gonna like disenchant my broom for a second and fall into a dimension door and then roll back out right next to Solrak. And I've got the broom. So I'm going to like grab him in the rope and move up 20 feet in whatever the closest direction is to get to the big baby. And I'm just like right on the edge of the silent. I'm just gonna be like, "You're the only one that can kill him, buddy." I'm just trying to get the missile in there.
Love it. Yeah, Wilmore, you disenchant that broom. disenchant that broom and fall through a dimensional space and appear right next to Solrak. Swoop him up on the broom, begin flying back up towards about 20 feet in the air towards the creature, giving him this little bit of inspiration to try to drive him to get that kill. Anything else that you want to do?
And then like right before I like let him go and be like, smack him, and just keep his rage going, maybe, and just be like, fucking go.
Hell yeah.
Seeing him just hulk out.
Awesome.
That's it.
Cool.
Bonus action, if I have one. Yeah, that's gonna be another bardic inspiration.
For Solrak?
Yep.
Yep, makes sense. Cool. So, inspiring words fill you, Solrak, and you're ready to take on whatever it is. But unfortunately, this creature, Atriple, turns again as their Wilmore vanishes and turns his way over there. And out of his gaping maw, he exhumes another ray of cold towards you. But does not seem to hit you either on that one. And that'll bring us to Fang.
Alrighty. I'm kind of getting the idea that we need to cut this man off from its umbilical cord. So what I do is I drop my quarterstaff and thanks, Peanut Gallery, in the fucking lava.
I'm out of the lava now.
It's about time you ate that frosty cake too, buddy. I drop my quarterstaff and pull out my adamantine short sword and take a fucking slice at this wraith right in front of me.
Okay, at the wraith, you're slicing with the short sword?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you punch them? Aren't they undead? Don't you have like super undead stuff?
15. Not really.
That 15 is a
So, yeah, you
natural
could-
1, so that will miss.
That makes sense. Hold on, let me see something with my.
Don't you have 2d6 when you hit an undead creature?
Yeah, I thought you did. No, I do, but
Yeah, with
Yeah.
if I hit it, no, I get an extra d6. They take an extra d6 damage.
It's on
When you punch them.
any attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry.
All right, and then since I missed, I was like, "Oh fuck!" And now I run towards the creature and towards its umbilical cord, and I start slicing at that.
All right, good roll to hit.
Yeah, 22 or I can't see my
Natural
fucking
one again.
dice. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope. As you go to try to slice into
I
it.
blame you, Nate. I blame you.
Yesterday I was
Piece
on
of
Luke's
shit.
name and I rolled 2 natural 20s in a row. Just messing around, like I was just checking out the maps and
All the
stuff.
juice. You took all the juice.
Yes, with that, Fang, unfortunately, you go and try to slice into the umbilical cord, and with such immense strength, and it just seems to bounce off, reverberate right off of this thing. It does not seem to cut into it at all. Even with such a strong metal like adamantine, it seems like even with that, you would have a hard time cutting through it with such a blade. And
The umbilical cord?
that, yep. That'll bring us to the Wraith, who flutters on over towards you. And once again, he's just going to try to reach out towards you and drain some of that life. That's a 22 to hit.
One, and I hold up my hand and go to blind it as that's a warding flare for
Okay.
my
Go ahead
reaction.
and burn that. Yep, but he rolls
Yep.
an 8 on that one instead, as the light momentarily blinds him and cannot seem to get that hit. I have 60 feet of movement. Yep, easy. This one goes flying on over, and yeah, he's gonna try to grab the guy that vanished from him. He's got a death wish. An 8 does not seem to hit though, as that brings us to Soul Rack. You guys are 20 feet up in the air, which brings you 10 feet away from the struts, and however far away from the creature.
Did you get their radiant damage?
I did. It was not much.
No, it was not.
okay, so I'm 20 feet up now.
On the
So
broom.
I still need to. Okay, I still need to get closer. Wilmore's controlling the broom, though, right? I'm just kind of sitting there.
That's correct.
Okay.
You climb up your
So-
rope, I guess, but I mean, you only get like 5 feet.
He would have if you have it'd be 5 feet. You're right.
Oh, but the thing is right next to Wilmore and me, so I can swing at this creature,
Yeah, you
right?
kill that thing.
The wraith, yeah, you could swing at that thing.
Nice, yeah. I'm gonna take a swing at it with Dawnbringer.
Go for it. As you're holding on to Wilmore Brokeback style. Let's see, a 19 will hit. Actually, is that a natural one? That's a natural
No,
one.
it is. Oh, it is?
Yep, that one will miss.
Okay.
So you're holding on to him, and the broom kind of dips down a little bit. You're like,
Yeah,
control
And
yourself.
a 2.
Yeah, 2.
Hits.
That one will hit. There we go.
that'll hit. And that is. Hold on. Why isn't it? I don't like that it doesn't show like the breakdown anymore because I should have more damage with the 2d6 also, which I don't think it's doing it, does it?
No, it doesn't do it automatically. That was,
Yeah,
that was
so you gotta
yeah, exactly.
So then plus that, so it's 26
plus
plus
3.
5.
Plus 5, yeah.
Plus,
Oops,
yeah,
I
plus
didn't mean to
5,
do
so
that.
31 points of damage.
Okay, 31, cool.
And I'll swing again. Oh yeah, that's a 30 fucking.
Yep, that'll hit.
39. Damn. That 13 plus 9 plus 5, so 13 plus 4, 27 damage.
Ooh, yeah, you carve a massive slash into him left and right, and you see his form starting to pull away from him. The glow in his eyes starting to dim.
Finish him.
And now I'm gonna swing with Demon Sword.
I think that was only 2 attacks. Right? Oh, no, you missed the natural one.
No,
with the
there's
first
2
one.
hits because I missed one.
That's right.
So
Just was
now
not expecting that
Demon
miss.
Sword.
Th-
All right.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Plus. So 12 plus 5, 17 damage.
Oh, yeah, and with that last slash, the fire doesn't seem to singe him, but the radiance and the slashing itself just seems to rip right through him, and his form pulls away and dissipates, and that wraith is no longer.
And I whisper into Chattington, "Get me closer to that baby here."
I'll let you use a reaction if you want to get him closer.
Yeah. How far can I get him?
Your broom speed, whatever that 20 feet is, or whatever.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, because I mean we're so 20 feet. All right. 5, 10. Well, I guess because we're low. So how far can I get?
Well, you are 20 feet up in the air currently, and this whole structure is 30 feet up in the air. So yeah, you can move over, however much you need to, essentially up and over.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess it would be. So I can go 20 feet total. So I'll go. I mean, I'm trying to make a beeline for him, so I'm trying to go around. So I think we probably get there, right?
Yeah, that's
5, 10, 15. But like we're now only like 5 feet below the top of this thing.
Yep, that's perfect. Solrak, you would have taken 4 points of necrotic damage at the start of your turn, and Fang, you would have taken 2. I forgot to do yours.
I've already
Oh yeah, I moved the circle. It's like centered on him, so that's my bad.
It's alright. So as he starts his turn, he tries to scream out again, but all of you guys are contained in the silence and can't seem to hear anything for the time being. Instead, he looks over at Solrak, who's slashing away at everyone, and you see his big bulging eyes look at you and turn, they're kind of whitish yellowish, and they start to turn red and then almost black as they look at you, Solrak, and you feel this presence start to pull from you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
And that's with disadvantage, right?
No, it's a flat roll because it's just it's a saving throw. You have disadvantage on just checks currently.
Yeah, it would be for me enchanted.
Exactly.
And I'll use my bardic inspiration on top of that.
Okay, D10. You're gonna need that.
Big money.
Come on, baby. Roll. Slow.
Did you turn your dice back on?
No, I didn't. I don't know why it's doing that.
Interesting. 15 total. Silrak, you feel as his eyes staring into you starts pulling some of your life from your body as well, as you see him start to swell up a little bit. You take 17 points of damage, because that's halved off of that 34, and you watch as that life force being pulled from your body starts to enter him, and as I mentioned, he starts to look like he starts to swell and bulge a little bit, as if that has given him some of his life back.
Yeah.
And that will bring us to Wilmore.
Alright. Stolrak, getting to the point where your rope isn't going to save you anymore. So I kind of look back at him and I like pull the rope. And it's like tight. And I'm like, can I
first make a DC 10 con saving throw? And you take.
Is this for whatchamacallit? Do I get? I guess
for your
it's
silence.
a flat roll.
Yeah, it's a flat roll.
Yeah, it's a flat roll.
You get 3 points of necrotic damage as well. It's already halved.
God damn it.
As the silence drops.
Shit.
And so,
That's fine.
Wilmore telling you, or talking about the rope and everything, you can now hear him saying that it's not helpful.
I go, well, hiss. Wait, is it an action for me to cut his rope?
It would be.
I mean, we can still get a little closer.
Oh, Nate, he's got to make a con saving throw. Big dog.
Yeah, but if he hits us with one more exhaustion, we're all fucked.
That's a
So
fail.
I really don't want to use my action to do
Actually,
that.
no, he gets advantage. I'm sorry. This is a success.
Fuck. All right, so he's not restrained anymore.
That's right.
As if that really mattered.
Although you'll be close.
He wasn't
You'll be
moving.
close
Yeah, I'll be
enough.
fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to make it.
Get him, like, if I get him like on top of the pillar or as close and as safe as I can get, I'm just gonna direct him with that and drop him off. I don't know if it's on top of the pillar or on the side. Where would we go, Nate?
Your choice.
I mean, like ideally, it's to pretty much the extent of his rope, because I don't want to use my action to cut it. I'm going to cast another silence spell, but I want to make sure he's in a safe spot. So I'm assuming I'd probably drop him off, like right on the top of the pillar.
Sure, yeah, that's the crystal, but yeah, you could do that, or on the strut where Fang is as well.
Or the strut where Fang is, you can do that as well.
Yeah, but if you're up there, you can like jump down to the strut and then smack him, or. But yeah, would he be able to reach to there?
Let's see, he's
Is that
20 feet
20,
up
30
on
feet?
the crystal's 20 feet
I
tall.
can.
Oh, you got 30 feet. Oh shit, you're fine
got
then.
30
Never mind.
Plenty of
Never
room.
mind. Okay, yeah. So I would. So I was here, right? So 5, 10. I'd like drop you off, or 5, 10, and then 15, 20, or 15, 20. I'd go back. So I've dropped you off on the strut, and then I'm gonna cast another. Or actually, yeah, I'll be in it anyway. So 15, 20. So I'm like over here-ish now, and I'd cast another silence on him.
Nice, Charrington. Nice.
Yeah. So now he's on the strut. I'm
Nice,
out
nice.
here. Got another silence. Everyone's clickety-clacking it. And then, hold on. Do I have a bonus? Can I do a bonus action? That's it.
Okay. Alrighty. As you do that.
Or hold
Yep.
on. Before I, or no, I can't cast two things. Never mind. We're good.
As you do that, Wilmore, and you're flying away around the crystal, you see one of these rays of cold shoot out from his mouth once again, and that's a natural 20 on that one as he slams into you with this ray of cold.
Does it happen before or after the silence goes out?
Doesn't matter. It's after actually. It's at
Oh,
the
it's
end of your turn.
after, okay.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
you were meaning in terms of if it had a vocal component. You take 34, so 17 points. Actually, no, this is cold damage. You take
That's 34.
34 points of cold damage as this kind of black viscous liquid shoots out towards you and shrouds you in this coldness. Fang, you're up, and that silence drops.
Oh, we're fucked, boys.
Do I see any architectural weaknesses in the crystal or the adamantine points?
You don't see any weaknesses, but you definitely try. Yeah, go and make an investigation roll.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not with disadvantage, is it?
It is.
It is.
Yeah, all ability checks.
All right, we'll try anyways. Let's see. Investigation. Oh, Jesus Christ. 4.
Yeah, you don't see any weak spots, but you do obviously see that these struts are what's holding up this crystal above this chasm of lava.
Yeah. I move right here. Actually, right like off of it, and I'm taking my adamantine short sword, and I'm just like chopping away, I guess, like baseball swing at the strut.
Sure. You take 3 points of necrotic damage, by the way, but go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. That's still with disadvantage, I assume, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're chopping at the strut I'm standing on.
21.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm proficient with short swords, so would the proficiency bonus go on my hits or damage?
It's already added if you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because it still seemed low because it's only a +9 modifier.
Yeah, because it's a let's see.
Like my strength wouldn't have increased.
Yeah, it's
the modifier.
+9 because it's just your strength. You only get your proficiency on the to hit roll, not on the damage rolls.
Oh, on the to hit roll. Okay.
Yeah.
So it would be a +19 then, right? Because the +14 is just for my strength.
No, your strength is +9, and then your proficiency is +5, so that adds up correctly.
Okay, yeah. All right, so 10 damage to the strut.
You slam into it with your short sword, cutting a bit into the strut. As you see, you can seem to cut through this eventually if you keep on trying at it. It definitely seems to have damaged it a little bit, but they seem very strong and made out of adamantine themselves, so it might take a little bit of hacking and whacking.
Keep it going.
That'll
28 or 22.
22 will hit.
And then 15 more damage.
Nice. Yeah, you see, you get another, you swing back harder this time now. You dig in even deeper, and you see that you probably cut through about, maybe 25% of the layer.
Bonus action, fucking roundhouse kick to the wraith.
Okay. That'll
23. Hell yeah. 16 damage plus 4 radiant damage.
Yeah, so you kind of just turn after swing with the sword a couple times, roundhouse to the side of the face, and he turns around 360 as the radiance kind of blinds him and definitely burns him a bit. Anything else for you?
And then I move. Let's see. So I've gone 10 feet, so I can go 20 more. All right. As I start to kind of run across the wall towards the other side.
Okay.
There you go. And I'm just chilling on the wall.
All right. As you chill on the wall, the wraith just flutters and flies closer to Solrak and extends a hand towards him, trying to drain some of his life. But Solrak stands tall, does not take any of that.
And he takes 1 radiant damage.
1 radiant, nice. Solrak, the start of your turn, you're gonna take a little bit of damage. You take
Wow.
5 points of necrotic damage.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna take a big swing at the umbilical cord, Dawnbringer.
Go for it. Yeah, that's a natural 1.
Jesus.
Solrak goes
Wow.
to swing at it and it kind of just wiggles out of the way as if it's sentient and knows that you're trying to damage it. You're trying to sever it. It does not want that to happen.
Oh, this isn't a nat 1, bitch.
Go ahead and roll damage as you that time you connect with the umbilical cord.
This plus 5, 16.
Whoosh, massive slash into it, and you see it start to tear, and the creature lets out another massive, deathly groan into the air. His eyes roll
Next
back.
one. Oh yeah. And that's 21 damage.
And you guys watch as Solrak takes another slash down at this umbilical cord, and with this one, it snaps, and he's no longer tethered to this crystal as it begins just to float around in this area around it. You see the umbilical cord writhing around in the air as black ooze just starts pouring from it. The souls inside the crystal all begin to swirl around and scream, slamming up against the edge of the glass as the A-Triple lets out another deathly moan. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this its turn now?
This is a legendary action.
Oh, damn. Con save.
26.
Oh, or
Nice.
19. All right.
Wilmore, you feel as he just keeps on taking you down as you take another level of exhaustion. Fang and Solrak somehow holding strong, even with everything going on. Fang, I'm sorry, you have disadvantage on saving throws.
Not con saves.
Oh, that's right. So flat. That's
Woo!
great. Perfect. Wilmore, though, on the other hand, you guys see him as he begins literally to emaciate in front of you. He begins to shrivel up a little bit as his life force is being pulled from him. Yeah, his hit point maximum is halved. Anything else for you, Solrak? That was your full action.
Yeah, I still have another attack.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Now, would the baby thing be close enough to me to swing at it? Or how close is it?
Yeah, he is.
All right, I'm gonna take my bonus attack with Demon Sword and attack it.
Go for it. You do have another Dawnbringer swing, right?
Oh yeah, no, I do have one more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was only the second one.
Wait, I'm sorry. No, because you rolled a natural 1 on the first one. That was your third one. That's right. That happened the last time,
damn
too.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.
Very sneaky.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. As Solrak cuts the umbilical cord as well, you feel that cold energy in the air that's surrounding him just seems to drop, and you now feel more of that intense heat of the lava and the magma down below, as if this necrotic energy that was radiating around him is, he was tethered to this crystal. It's no longer emanating.
All right. Swing at the baby. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. He cries out massively with this.
21 plus 5, so 26 damage.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Massive swing on that. Then he cries out in pain and anguish. His little atrophied arms kind of squiggling about in air. And anything else that you want to do?
Can I actually? No. Technically, yeah. Never mind. I'm done. So let me hit. I can't access the end turn button though for some.
That's all good. I'll do it. As he is no longer connected to this crystal, seems like, clearly this umbilical cord was just feeding souls into him to summon He's racing to cry out with this necrotic energy seems to have diminished slightly. So in the time being, he looks over down at you, Solrak, just slashing in at him and has caused this distraught to him. And you feel this ray of cold just blast down at you with a 22 to hit.
Wait. Do my wings.
I think you've used all your wings. I think you have.
Double check because I don't believe you, son of a bitch.
You
Damn it! I have used all my
certainly
wings.
have.
Yeah.
You take 17 halved, so you take 8 points of cold damage. And as you're standing on the strut, you know, it's kind of narrow and hard for you to keep your balance on it. You feel this blast. I'm going to send you off of it. I need you to make a dex saving throw. This is with disadvantage, right? Or do you have 3 levels of exhaustion?
No, I only have 2.
Okay, actually, so this is actually with advantage then, because you have danger
buddy,
sense.
'cause I can see it. Yeah, buddy. 15.
Yep. So you almost fly off of this from the immense pressure and strength of this ray of coldness blasting into you. You stand your ground, standing on the strut, and not blasted off of it. That'll bring us to Wilmore at the top of the round. He's not looking so hot, and as you know, usually when it comes around every few seconds or so, you'd feel this life force being pulled from you, but that does not seem to be the case currently.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna move over solid ground, and I'm kind of. Everybody notices I'm kind of just laying on my broomstick, barely able to move, and I'm just gonna ready silence so the next time it pokes its head up. Because, just so everybody knows, next level of exhaustion, I pretty much die. So, yeah. Maybe do something. I don't know.
Anything else for you, Wilmore?
That's all I can do.
Okay, that'll bring us to Fang.
All right. We're
Help.
It's like no saving throws. I just die.
I run over here and onto this pillar, and just start going for kicks against the baby.
Go for it.
18.
Oh, that will hit. I was making sure that wasn't a natural 1, but yep, that'll hit.
Ain't no natural 1. 13 damage plus 3 radiant damage, and I'm gonna try and add a little bit more force behind that using a stunning strike.
Okay, and that paralyzes, right?
It would stun him.
Yeah, let me just. What's the save? What's the?
It's a con save, DC 17.
Con save with advantage. That's a 31. That's a natural
Yeah.
20.
Where's our natural 20s?
Wait.
That is true. We've
And then I go for another bicycle kick on him as he's just kind of floating around. 20.
That'll hit. Yep.
Dirty 20, right?
Dirty
It was.
20. 15
takes
damage
20s.
plus 1 radiant damage. 16.
Yeah. Guy just banging into him.
Uh,
What you see is definitely looking bloated and bruised from all these whacks, and the radiant damage definitely burns his skin every time as he opens his mouth in pain and you know lets out this scream of anguish.
Alright. Bonus action. I feel a little pep in my step as I spend another key point to dash over to Chaddington. So I've gone. I just want to see something. So I've gone. Yes, I've already gone 30 feet. So let's see.
What,
dude, unless you're gonna like fix my exhaustion, like continue to whip his ass. Like you can't heal me. You least that would be my recommendation.
Bonus action, I spin into a roundhouse kick on the Wraith. Again.
On the Wraith? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Nice.
Finish him.
Oh yeah.
That'll hit.
Yeah. 14 damage plus 5 radiant damage, so 19 total.
With that, he looks very beat up, close to the end of his time on this plane, but he still is holding it together slightly. Anything else? All right. He, as you do that to him, Fang, he goes and reaches out towards you to try to just hurt you, but 17 is not going to do it. So that brings us.
And hold on one sec.
Oh yeah.
He takes 3 more radiant damage.
So at the start of his turn, he wouldn't even be able to reach out to you, as that's exactly what he had left.
Alright.
Your helm blinds him and burns him as you see him singe away and vanish into a whole other
It's
plane.
I need to double in that 20, Solrak.
Solrak, as that happens, though, the H-pull, you see he begins to open up his mouth as that black liquid begins to pour out of it some more to begin to let out a wail.
Wilmore had ready silence.
Yeah.
Sure did.
You see me laying on my broomstick, and I don't even look up. I just put my hand up. And
As he goes to wail, Wilmore instantly stops it, and you just hear like a split second of it as it just barely pierces your ears, but he makes that silence create around
then I
him.
slowly tinker off to like kind of that like sleep mode when you're in bed, but you're awake, but you're like you're half asleep.
Every night.
And I can't move off my thing.
Oh man, Solrak.
All right, seeing Fang take off the Wraith, seeing Wilmore silence this bitch. I'm raging. It just really makes me want to kill this thing. So I'm extra motivated. I'm gonna smash this motherfucker. First things first. Bam.
That'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit. I know. I wasn't sure if it was at disadvantage though.
No, I'm not at a disadvantage. I'm half.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, 30 will hit.
Okay. So I get this plus this 22 plus
That's
5. That's 27.
The 10 is radiant damage.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, as you slice into him for the first time with the Dawnbringer, you see it cleanly slices through his undead flesh, and once again, as if you could hear him in the time being, you would hear this ungodly roar emit in this chamber as he just kind of tilts backwards, and you definitely see that this is hurting him big time.
Okay, here comes the second. Oh yeah.
That'll hit.
13 plus 20 plus 25 more.
It's 25 more. Wow.
And here we go again on my own.
22
yeah,
will hit.
13, 22 plus 5, 27 more.
Solrak, as you do the slash into this undead, bloated titan of a creature with the Dawnbringer's radiance, tell me how the last breath of its body is exhumed and how it leaves. Lifeless.
Fuck yes. So as I said, Fang just did his thing. Wilmore just shushed him and prevented this epic wail from possibly killing us all. So I see my moment, and I just see these souls, these tortured souls trying to battle through this crystal. I see that it's all on my shoulders. I feel like it's now or never. And god damn it, I hear the voice of my father in my ear saying, "You take this son of a bitch down and do what's rightfully ours and end this shit here." And then I just begin to wail like my life literally depends on it, because baby it does. And I do the first two,
Then the third one, literally just right in the where I imagine the heart would be of this thing, and it just like fucking explodes with just its black goo blood
Exactly.
flailing everywhere.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, as you pierce that last slash into it, the black ichor and ooze that you guys know is Ducium clearly is pouring out of its body into like a singular tubular form, just kind of writhing almost like a tentacle into the air until it disperses and completely vanishes right there. And finally, you guys have a moment of respite as this creature is no longer.
Sweet.
I immediately. Oh, go ahead.
Are the two things still there?
The tentacles.
Yeah.
They kind of just fall limp at this moment as when the body is no longer tethered and it no longer seems to have like a life force to kind of provide into it. Outside of the soul is just kind of still churning and spinning inside the crystal. It seems like it needs the two components to be able to fully cooperate and work as it should. But as you guys kind of all take a moment to breathe and look around, a chill fills the air once again, as swirling black necrotic energy apparates into the air, down in the south chamber by the portal. And out walks a figure, slow and steady, clutching a skull-tipped staff. Beside him floats a black sphere, about 2 feet in diameter, just spinning and swirling. The figure stands at an intimidating height of over 6 feet tall, with a slender and skeletal frame that speaks of his undeath. His body is covered in red robes that hang loosely from his bony shoulders, billowing slightly as if caught in an ethereal wind. The robes themselves are adorned with arcane symbols, giving an indication of this being's mastery over forbidden magic. This being's face is a chilling sight to behold. His flesh has long since withered away, leaving behind a ghastly visage of desiccated bone. Empty eye sockets hold no orbs but emit an eerie red glow of hatred, causing an otherworldly light upon his surroundings. As a wicked grin frozen in eternal malice stretches across his skull-like face, revealing rows of sharp, yellow teeth. Upon closer inspection, you notice intricate carvings etched into his skeletal hands and his skull, which extend from his sleeves of his robes. These engravings seem to pulsate with an unsettling energy, hinting at immense power that he wields. And his fingertips, more like razor-sharp talons, appear ready to unleash devastating spells or strike down any who dare challenge him. Presence is accompanied by an oppressive aura of death and decay, causing a chill to run down your spines. The air grows heavier and heavier, and the ambient sounds around you seems to fade away, leaving an ominous silence in its wake. Although his flesh is missing, and he has taken on a new form of undeath, Solrak and Wilmore, you instantly recognize this as the Red Wizard, Narvi the Eternal. And he looks around. He looks around the chamber to see his creation, the Atriple, just sinking slowly down into the magma and lava. And he slowly raises his head and pierces his eyes into the three of you. The Wrecking Crew. You dare interfere with my grand design. You insignificant fools have sealed your fate. Your feeble attempts to thwart me have only served to fuel my dark powers. Your destruction will be a testament to my superiority. Now, I shall feast upon your souls, reveling in the despair that will consume you as you gasp your final breaths. And with that, we're at the top of the round, Wilmore.
Well, technically, it's still my turn.
Is he undead?
Oh, is it still your turn? We would have ended your turn, Solrak, as that was the end of that combat round, and Wilmore is now up at the top of the round. He is undead.
Would he take damage right now?
Nope. At the start of your turn, he will though.
Oh shit!
Not while he was talking.
Nope.
Now, technically, since we just moved from one to the other, would I lose my rage or would I still keep it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll allow that to keep on happening, as if you know.
Just kind of walked in. Like, we're still
He
fighting.
just kind of showed up.
Middle of my turn.
Well, it was at the end of your turn, but yes. There-
Try to slash.
there was no one else to fight to slash at that time.
Well, you know.
Wilmore, you see as you guys saw the picture I sent to the log, right?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and
Metal
send it
rock.
again. Yeah, he's grasping onto this black staff with a skull on the top of it, just smoke billowing from the top of it.
Is he in the map? Because I don't see him.
Yeah, he's by
Yeah, he's at the bottom.
The bottom.
I don't see him.
Why can't
I'll move
go
him.
away?
Hopefully
Hitting
he'll
the X button. There it is. Yeah.
pop back up.
I'll just refresh. I think it's me.
Wish I wasn't first. I am going to. Cast. Was not expecting this.
You guys killed his baby.
Yeah. We did, didn't we? I'm gonna like shovel back down in this little area, and I'm gonna cast animate objects, and I'm gonna animate as many of these little magic, and I'm gonna send them at him just like bullets. I don't know what they are, but they're magical, and I'm just gonna send everything I've got at him, and I'm just gonna, like, I'm pretty much laying on the ground. I just roll off of my thing. I'm laying on the ground. I can barely stand, and I'm just using all my energy to just throw all of this stuff at them. But I'm still, I'm gonna stay close just in case.
All right, go ahead and whatever level or whatever version of that you're doing.
Yeah, it's a level 5, but how are they small? Are they tiny? Medium? How big are they?
They'd be tiny to small.
It'd be tiny to small. All right. So that is going to be. So each of these is a +8.
Okay, and this is your attacks essentially, right? So you use it's still disadvantage, right? Or is it that these they essentially? Let's see.
Yeah, I guess that's your. That's. I'm not sure what that is. I can send this to the game log so you can read it.
It says what action the creature will take, so it's like it's its own creature. So I'll allow them to be flat rolls.
Okay. All right. So we're. Oh, I'm dead apparently. Look at that. So
What
simple.
happened?
I just die.
Womp womp.
So,
Who cares, Chaddington?
I think I had 23 health points.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell
is right,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that next break.
Or no, it was 29 actually.
29.
It's 20
All right. So
29
each
out
of
of
these
51.
has +8. So I don't know if you just want to determine what's what.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. What am I looking for? Okay. So +8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it took time, there's
One is a
+8.
natural 20.
All right. 120.
And then 4 others hit.
All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 D4s +20. So 32 damage.
Okay.
Why don't I have? And you say and 29. I don't know why I've got the X on me. And I've situated myself.
I'll delete you.
Oh, where'd I go?
I just deleted you so I can add you again.
Perfect.
Hopefully that'll fix it.
Yeah, I don't know. It still says 0, but I have the health on mine.
Oh wait.
Um,
I didn't place that. That's weird. Yeah, it does stay. I'm gonna refresh the screen, but go for it.
No, you're fine. So yeah, do that, and then I'm gonna kind of put myself behind this wall so he can't see me.